Hello everyone, today we are doing the rest of the problems of exercise 10.1. Okay, so the fifth problem is find the slope of a line which passes through the origin and the midpoint of the line segment joining the points P 0, -4 and B 8, 0. So you have to find out the slope of that line which passes through the origin and the midpoint of the line joining these two. So first you have to find out what is that midpoint of the line joining these 2 points. 0, -4 will be suppose somewhat here 0, -4 and 8, 0, let it be B and this is P given in the question. So you have to find out that point which is acting as the midpoint of these 2 points. Suppose this is the point, this you have to find out. Okay, so coordinate of this you can find out using the midpoint concept, and you have to find out the slope of that line which is passing through this point as well as the origin. Okay, so one point will be origin and the other point will be this midpoint. Okay, you have to find out this line's slope. Now how you will get, you can use your midpoint, that is 0 plus 8 by 2 will give you, here this is 4, -4 plus 0 will give you by 2 will give you -2. Okay, so you have to find out the slope of the line passing through 0, 0 and -4, -2. Okay, first we will find out the midpoint of the line segment joining P of 0, -4 and B of 8, 0. It is equal to, you will get x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is 0 plus 8 by 2, -4 plus 0 by 2, which is equal to 4, -2. Now you have to find out the slope of that line which is passing through. So you have to find out the slope of the line passing through the origin which is 0, 0 and the point 4, -2. So what will be that slope if you have x1 y1 and x2 y2? So if this is your x1 y1 and this is your x2 y2, the slope of the line is given by, suppose this is m is equal to slope, so m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So you will get y2 is -2 minus 0 by 4 minus 0, which is -2 by 4, which is -1 by 2. So the slope is -1 by 2. Okay. Question number 6 is, without using the Pythagoras theorem, show that the points 4, 4, 3, 5 and -1, -1 are the vertices of a right angled triangle. So if it was Pythagoras theorem, you could have used base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. But here we need to use the slope method, that is finding out the slope of each line formed by the 3 points and then find the relation connecting any 2 slopes of the lines. Any 2 lines will be perpendicular, that means slope product of their slopes should give you -1. If you are getting any 2 slopes like in that connection, you can just say that at that point the angle will be 90 degree or the lines will be perpendicular, so that this forms a right angled triangle. Okay, so we are taking the 3 points and finding out the slopes of each line formed by the 3 lines. Okay, let A be 4, 4, B be 3, 5 and C be -1, -1 be the 3 given points. Now what we are doing is we are finding out the slope of each line, that means slope of the line AB, slope of the line BC and slope of the line AC. Okay, slope of AB, if you have 2 points, what will be slope of that line? Since this is your 4, 4 and this is your 3, 5, slope is found out by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So when you substitute this formula here, what you will get is 5 minus 4 by 2 is 5 here. So it is 5 minus 4 divided by 3 minus 4, which is 1 by minus 1, or you can say minus 1. Now slope of the other line BC, what you will get, second coordinate is by minus 1 minus 5 by minus 1 minus 3, which is equal to minus 6 by minus 4, which is 3 by 2. Now slope of the third line AC, so take these two points and apply your y2 minus y1. So you will get minus 1 minus 4 divided by minus 1 minus 4, which is minus 5 by minus 5, or 1. Now you can see that slope of AB and slope of AC are connected in such a manner that if you take, you have studied the condition for perpendicularity, which was m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. If m1 m2 is equal to minus 1, then you can say that the two lines are perpendicular. So here what you are having is, since slope of AB into slope of AC is equal to minus 1 into 1, which is equal to minus 1, it implies that the angle, or the angle formed between the two lines, will be 90 degree. Okay, that is the two lines AB and AC are perpendicular, right, perpendicular at A. Therefore triangle ABC is a right angled triangle at which point it will be right angled? At A. Why at A? Because you have common point as A here, so it is right angled at A. This is the method to prove when you have to use the slope form. Okay. Question number 7 is, find the slope of the line which makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis measured anti-clockwise. So normally the inclination, this is not your inclination, because inclination is that angle which the line makes with the positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So what is given here, that is the 30 degree which they have given, is the angle made by the line. Suppose this is L, made by the line with the positive direction of y-axis taken anti-clockwise. That means this much is given to be 30 degree. And what is our purpose? To get the inclination. That will be from this point to this, that is from the positive x-axis to the line, will be that theta which is required. Now what will be that theta? This much is 90 and this is 30, so that will be 120. So the angle of inclination is 120 degree. And what is slope? Slope is tan of that inclination, that is tan 120 will give you the answer of the slope. Okay. So the angle of inclination will be 90 plus 30, that is 120 degrees. Therefore slope of the line, required line, is equal to tan of 120. Now tan of 120 can be written as tan of 90 plus theta, which is again tan 90 plus theta. 90 plus 30 is tan of 90 plus theta will give you what? Negative. It will come as opposite, cot 30. Why negative? Because 90 plus theta is in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant tan is negative, so it is minus cot 30. And what is cot 30? It is root 3. So the slope of the line is minus root 3. Okay. Question number 8 is, find the value of x for which the points x minus 1, 2, 1 and 4, 5 are collinear. So the concept of collinear is, if the 3 points are lying on a line, the 3 points are called collinear, are known as collinear points. Okay. So the concept is, we can take the slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, and that concept will give you the value of x. Okay. So since x minus 1, 2, 1 and 4, 5 are collinear, so I have taken ABC in order to just write as slope of like that, okay. And this one C are collinear, comma, you have to get slope of AB is equal to slope of this you can use. So before using this, we will just find out what is the slope of AB. Slope of AB is y2 minus y1. So we'll get -1 minus 1 divided by 2 minus x, and this will be equal to, what is the slope of BC? 5 minus 1 by 4 minus 2. So this will give you 1 plus 1, 2 by 2 minus x is equal to 4 by 2 equal to 2. So 2 by 2 minus x is equal to 2 means you can say that 2 minus x is 1, or x is equal to 2 minus 1, 1. So the value of x is 1. Okay. Question number 9 is, without using distance formula, show that the points -2, -1, 4, 0, 3, 3 and -3, 2 are the vertices of a parallelogram. So first we will take the 4 points in order as the vertices of a quadrilateral, and we will show that this quadrilateral is nothing but a parallelogram. And how we will show? We will just take the slope of each line, find out the slope of each line AB, BC, CD and AD. And if you are getting the pairs opposite sides as slopes equal, that is the slope of AB is equal to slope of CD or DC and slope of AD is equal to slope of BC, then you can say that slopes are equal. When you will say that the slopes are equal when the lines are parallel. So you can say that you will get 2 pair of parallel lines, that means ABCD becomes a parallelogram. Okay. So first we will take, let A be -2 minus 1, B 4, 0, C 3, 3 and D -3, 2 be the vertices of a quadrilateral. Okay, be the vertices of a quadrilateral ABCD. So here we have taken only quadrilateral. We will prove that this quadrilateral is nothing but a parallelogram. For that, first we are finding out what is slope of AB. AB you can just find y2 minus y1 minus of 0 minus of -1 by 4 minus -2 will give you 1 by 4 plus 2 is 6. So slope of AB is 6. Then slope of BC is equal to, again y2 minus y1, 3 minus 0 by 3 minus 4, which is equal to 3 by -1, which is equal to -3. Okay. Slope of CD or DC is equal to 2 minus 3 by -3 minus 3, which is equal to -1 by, here you will get -6, which is 1 by 6. And slope of AD is equal to 2 minus of -1 by -3 minus of -2. So it is 2 plus 1, 3 divided by -3 plus 1 will give you -1, which is -3. Now you just see, you are getting the slope of AB as equal to slope of CD, right? And slope of BC -3 is equal to slope of AD. And what does that mean? Slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, which implies that AB is parallel to BC. Understood why they are parallel? Since M1 is equal to M2 implies the lines are parallel. Again, the second concept which you are getting is slope of BC is equal to slope of AD, which implies BC is parallel to AD. So you got 2 pairs of parallel lines, therefore ABCD is a parallelogram. Understood? Question number 10 is, find the angle between the x-axis and the line joining the points 3, -1 and 4, -2. So here the 2 points are given on the line and you have to find out the angle between the line and the x-axis, that is the angle of inclination. For that, we will use the concept of slope when 2 points are given. Okay, so let A 3 minus 1 and B 4 minus 2 be the 2 points on the line, and theta be the angle between or made by the line with the x-axis. Okay, between the line AB and the x-axis. So this much we are taking. Now we will find out what is the slope of AB. Why we are finding out the slope of AB is, if we get slope of AB using these 2 points, that will be same as slope when theta is given as tan theta. Tan theta is the slope of the line, and you can find out using y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 also, and we will equate them to find out what is theta. Okay, the slope of AB will give you y2 minus this x1, y1, x2, y2. So what is y2 minus y1? Will give you minus 2 minus of minus 1 divided by 4 minus 3. So it is minus 2 plus 1 by 1, or minus 1 by 1 minus 1. So the slope is minus 1. Now this value can be used in other method, that is slope is again given by slope of AB is also tan theta if theta is taken as the inclination. Okay, so that you can equate tan theta with minus 1, and this minus 1 can be written as minus tan 45, because tan 45 is 1, so this is equal to minus tan 45. Now minus tan 45 is same as tan of 180 minus 45. When it is in the second quadrant, you will get it to be negative, right? And 180 minus will give you tan itself. So this is your tan of 135 degrees. That means you have got tan theta is equal to tan 135, which implies that theta is equal to 135 degrees, which is your angle between x-axis and the line joining the given points. Okay.